Got my stuff together, now I'm focused on the profit. Made myself a business, so I knew they wouldn't let up. Trying to go. What the word is, YouTube? It's your boy Whoniethegreatest, and we back for another video. And it's gonna be a little different than the videos that I usually make on my main channel. I think I'm gonna start doing this on my second channel actually. So if you wanna go subscribe to that channel, I'm gonna drop a link in the description below. Go ahead and join the family. And but I'm gonna do this video on my main channel. So if you also new to this channel, go ahead and hit a like, subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can know next time we're doing another video and come kick it with the family. If you see the title of the video, yeah, living with parents after 18. I think this is a discussion that most people in my community, mostly the black community, doesn't talk about as much because it leaves a gap in between a lot of things that could just be fixed with a conversation, a better understanding of how change is and stuff like that. So I'm gonna talk about three subjects, and I'm gonna try to get into in depth of each things, whatever. So the first thing I want to talk about, it'll be 3 things that's gonna be hard if they weren't provided on your upbringing before you was 18. So the first thing I want to talk about is effective discipline. In better words, just going through your childhood, just always feeling like you're being abused mentally, verbally, physically, shit like that can really prevent them from becoming better than they were before, or just making them better, giving them uplifting words and encouragement and helping them understand certain ways that they are to know who they are, if that makes sense. Let's just start off saying, yes, I am a person living with parents after 18. I'm 25 and I'm still living with my auntie. I've been living with her off and on I've been living with her my whole life, but after 18, I've been living with her for about like 2 years max. Anyways, I feel like effective discipline, it'll definitely tell you the type of person that's raising you and tell you the type of person that you're gonna become if you don't change the way that you take ineffective discipline and how that is or whatever. Cause me and my sister, we was beat a lot, off of little small shit or just little stupid stuff that happened in school or just little minor stuff that happened around the house. Like we would really put hands on type shit. I really want to talk about how that made me feel as a person, as a man that's 25 now. I can go back and say that some of the stuff that I was getting beat on 9 times out of 10 wasn't that deep. Like if I did something, was told not to do something, I did it again, okay, that's cool. Okay, you just being an asshole, you being bad. Get a little tap on the ass, get a little belt switch off the tree, type shit like that. But if I'm doing something that maybe I don't know of, like maybe I don't know that it's wrong, or maybe I'm just thinking this is how it should be, you should be able to talk to me to where I should understand. Like if you teach me or provide me the information and the wisdom I should have as a child, you should be able to sit me down and talk to me, be like, nah, this is wrong because of this. If you doing this, then let me help you with a space where you can do that. Like say if I was writing on the walls or something, you'll beat my ass for that. Like it's a crayon, wash this shit off and just tell me that you can't do this, and go give me some scratch paper from Dollar Tree and let me do some, just giving me that space and opportunity to do whatever I'm doing to help me find myself as a kid or a young adult, whatever. Another thing about that is that, a lot of that stuff that happens to us, it be shit that isn't our fault. Like people be really having a bad day and coming and take it off on people who they know that they can control or, enforce a certain rule or whatever. It's like, I don't know, I just feel like certain stuff that me and my sister went through when we was kids is just, it was uncalled for. A lot of the stuff that we go through as kids can be fixed with a conversation and an understanding. That's all it is. But mostly the black community, the Latino community, we face this a lot because our parents and our people go through so much that they so stressed out because they aren't taught the things that we should be taught coming up. So they feel frustrated with their life, so they want to take it out on us, and that curse continues and whatever. So I'm gonna get into that too. So yeah, so that was the number one thing that if it's not provided, it'll be fucked up for you living with parents after 18 or whatever. Another thing I want to talk about is financial literacy. And like I said, I'm 25 years old. I didn't start getting into being more financially literate when I was like at least 21. like late 21. I was about to be 22 when I learned the benefits of having good credit and being financially literate. And I feel like that's one thing that's in the community of mine we don't talk about as much. It's a lot of things that we don't know that we need to know growing up that could have benefited us before we even hit 18. And I feel like that's not our faults, it's our parents' faults. If you were able to provide us the information by you learning what to do, and you have these ideas of where we should be headed with our life, but you aren't there to show us the way or know this information that we need to know to teach us when we don't have the time to go to school, when all this, like, y'all don't have the energy to go learn this and teach it to kids or whatever. So it's like y'all leaving us in the hole to follow the same footsteps y'all take. And it's messing us up because we want to do better for ourselves, because we don't want to have to go the same route that our parents took. And it's a lot of us who want to get into credit, and I'm gonna make another video about how important credit is now, because I'm learning about that. But I'm gonna do videos on credit and how you can repair it and stuff like that. But we're gonna talk about that on the second channel too. So it should be a video over there that we can talk about credit, like, and just lock in on credit and just everybody build their shit up together as a family. So that's what we're gonna also be doing over there on the second channel. So also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel, and go ahead and subscribe to my second channel too. Credit is very important. Like, growing up, a lot of stuff that me and my sister had was off of credit. It was my grandma's credit. Like, my grandma had a good enough credit to where she can get us a lot of stuff that we wanted for Christmas, almost every Christmas up until we was like 13, 12. Like, me and my sister 4 years apart, so since I was like 11, 12, that's when all the good credit shit started going bad, because, you know, just people using my grandma name to be co-signed and stuff, and they not doing what they supposed to be doing and fucking my grandma name up anyways. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I feel like my grandma had a nice head on her shoulders to know the benefits that credit provides you and stuff like that if you use it correctly and stuff. And I feel like I didn't pick her with that as a kid, because like I said, I wasn't taught that credit was a good enough thing to, you know, be focused on in your life. I didn't know nothing about that. So now, as a 25-year-old man and getting into credit and stuff, I can tell you that that shit is important. Like, it's a lot of stuff that I wasn't able to get, or it's a lot of stuff that I fucked up on just by thinking that credit was a game to play with. But yeah, just lock in with credit and you'll better your life. Like, credit can change your life. Like, that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, financial literacy is one of the main things that you need to know before you hit 18. And, you know, it'll prevent having to live with parents after 18. Like, that's the whole point of this video. The third thing that I want to say, that if it wasn't provided on your upbringing before 18, it'd be hard for you to go through life. A chance to be something. Like, and this goes back to effective discipline. Like, you know, if you're not allowing me to explore my options that I want to choose for my life, like, you're not giving me any options, you just making what you expect my life to be based off what you can provide or what you want better for your life. Because it's really people out here that's very, 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 like, unsupportive. Like, and I'm talking about relatives. It could be a person watching this video right now feel like that they could be somewhere way further if they had that extra boost from friends and family, or even a spouse or something. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, before I even continue this, don't do that. Lock in. Don't even worry about what they not doing for you. Don't worry about what they could be doing that they not doing. Don't worry about none of that. Whatever you feel like they could be doing, figure out how you can do that yourself and do it to where you won't feel like you stressing yourself out. Or if you feel like you will stress yourself out by doing that, learn it, perfect it, do it, and get somebody else to do it for you and pay them like a little something off the back end type shit. You know, just build and expand it. You know, delegate your shit. It's a lot of people who are highly, highly unsupportive, and they aren't, you know, inspiring. Like, they don't inspire you to do anything. They just live their life off of a 9-to-5 or just off of income that's not providing the life they want for themselves, to make us believe that, oh yeah, it's possible to change out of this. Like, we're not, like I said, we're not taught the things we need to learn. So it's like the stuff that y'all did in a short amount of time, what y'all did for y'all life. I'm sorry if the camera just wobbled a little bit. It's a lot of stuff that changed from the time of when our parents was our age to when, you know, today in our age and stuff like that. Like, it's easy and it's hard at the same time, but, you know, people usually do not believe that somebody who's in the same boat as them or somebody who they're helping can get to another spot that's better than where they are. And with that fact, they don't want to help. They don't want to give out the resources that they have that can help this person that's potentially showing you like, yeah, I can change all our life by this. All I need is a little boost. I'm already doing this. It's like, come on, man. It's a lot of relatives, a lot of mothers, a lot of fathers, uncles, aunties, a lot of people, sisters, brothers, cousins, a lot of people who do not f with you because you have your plan thought out. You have your future plan and how you want to do shit with your life thought out, everything on a piece of paper. All you need to do is execute. And your execution involves and a little bit of help from this person, this person. They don't like that. So what they gonna do is try to not give you the help that you need, so then they can watch you fall and then try to tell you, I told you so, you should just stick to a job, or you should just stick to this, or stick to unemployment and shit like that. Like, it's a lot of people around you that will literally watch you fall. Spouse, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, mama, daddy. A lot of people will watch you fall because they want you to stay in that same boat, or they want to be better and above you, so they can belittle you for the rest of your life and make you feel like whatever you want to do with your life wasn't gonna happen because this is all we should be doing. Like, I hate that. It's so much stuff that could come out of being together as a unit, as a community. If it's a lot of stuff that we can do as a community if we all just stick together. If everybody provides the resources they have that they'll do for their own self, give it to somebody else. Everybody wants their own door open, which is cool. You feel me? Focus on your life. But you can still focus on your life helping out people too. Like, it's a lot of things that I do for myself that I provide to other people and it help them out. Like, I sat for 3 years making out my plan on how to go viral and how to get money from the internet, from YouTube, from Instagram, from my music in general. I took 3 years of hard work and dedication, 10,000 plus hours, finding out information on how to get an algorithm, how to make sure you never losing all this stuff, how to stay going viral, how to get attention, all this stuff. I gave it to my friend. He did it and it worked. That's how I knew what I had planned was gonna work out. That's why I said, okay, all this time that I'm having and put it into a 9 to 5, 10, 12-hour shifts for 6 days a week. And then I get off, I gotta be a father, I gotta do this, I gotta run around the city, I gotta do all this other shit. And I'll probably have an hour or two to focus on my dream. I hated that shit. So what I wanna tell the young entrepreneur, you probably 16 through 19, still trying to figure it out, still trying to see if what you're doing gonna work for you, keep going. Cause if you keep going and God see that you going and you striving to be this image that you see of yourself in the future, He gonna help you out the rest of the way. Your plan is always smaller than God's plan. I don't care how big you think your plan is, God done tripled that after you done already thought about the plan and everything. He done already knew the plan you was gonna try to put together. He gonna try to enhance that. And as long as you keep going, you'll be all right. I'm trying to tell you. And that's where I'm at in my life right now. I'm taking my positive tip. I'm beating my mental illness. I'm working on it and everything. And I'm just trying to stay true to myself because I know what I'm doing will work. If y'all believe that, hit a like and subscribe and let me know that, you know, what I'm doing is working and it can change my life. Because that's what I'm doing. And I want y'all to help me prove to my family that this shit can change my life. Because I've been doing it for a while and it only took me 8 years to start going viral and getting $1 from it. So let's see how this next 6 months to a year change for me based off of this family that I'm trying to grow with y'all. But let's get into this next subject. Unsupporting relatives. Now, this is something that I stress with all the time. I don't stress with it as much as I used to because now I'm at the point where I don't ask anybody for shit. I don't. Like, if I do ask for something, it's not something you have to give me. It's something that you could just provide me. Like, if I need to ride somewhere, oh yeah, just help me out. Just drop me off right there. It's not because you was going that way anyway, or you was doing this anyway, or you feel me? Like, just help me out. I don't ask nobody for no dollar I don't ask nobody other than y'all. Like, I ask y'all to like and subscribe to the video because y'all my peoples. I want y'all to fuck with me. But everybody else that's around me that don't want to show they supporting this shit, I don't ask y'all to do shit. I know y'all not gonna do it. I know y'all not gonna, you feel me, fuck with me. But it's a lot of shit that you supposed to learn through this journey. I gotta let y'all know this too. Like, through this journey of trying to be the first person out of your family to do something different, to change the lives of everybody around you, trying to be a millionaire, trying to do that generational curse breaking, like, you have to lock in with your plan. As far as just tunnel vision, just stay here, stay there, pause, stay there. Because if you worried about what everybody's saying on the sidelines, it'll throw you off. You will start focusing on everything over there, and you'll stop focusing on everybody else. Keep going, focus on you. And if you put all your hours, your 10,000 hours into information gathering and execution of plans and stuff and trying to see what works for you, something is gonna click. Something is going to click. I'm trying to tell y'all. If you don't believe me right now, something is going to click. Keep going, bro. And this is from a person who ain't what he want to be in life, but I'm further than where I was when I first started off doing this shit. So just, take heed in that. Like, if you keep going, yesterday ain't gonna be today, and today ain't gonna be the same as tomorrow. You feel me? But yeah, one thing about unsupportive relatives and how they show how they feel about you and whatever you're doing is the belittling comments. Like, it'll be things that you'll do with your life that they dislike, or they think you should have did something different. They'll throw little slick shots at you, make you feel like whatever you're doing is worthless and you don't know what you're doing, or you should have a plan B. What's your plan B if this shit don't work? And it's like, you gotta stay away from people like that. Like, sometime if somebody asks you those questions and it sounds constructive, like if they ask you, if you was to do this and this happened, how do you think you will get past that? It'll help you challenge, okay, how am I gonna get out of that L? Because it's a possibility that it may happen. But if a motherfucker just telling you, that ain't gonna work, why you wanna do that? That shit ain't gonna work. Stay away from them people. Because they just trying to make you feed into this negative demon they got in their head that's making them live the way they live, keeping them stuck at where they stuck at in life, to make you stay there with them, knowing that you trying to shoot up out of here. Stop worrying about them niggas. Keep going. Focus on you, and you're going to get to where you're trying to get to. It's not going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be next week. And it's not going to be that next month. Give it 3 to 6 months, up to a year. Give it 2-3 years. I don't know. Give it about a salt buck. You feel me? A lot of big-ass businesses start out small, and they get big over time. But they don't just take 2-3 years off after doing something for half of a year, didn't put no work into it. You got to do this shit consecutively every day. Even if you're not, for me, even if I'm not making a video, I'm learning on how to make the best video. How do I come with the best ideas? I'm thinking about ideas. I'm brainstorming. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. How am I going to make my next season's logo better than this year's season? Like, it's always something that I could be learning and doing for my business. That's what I want to teach y'all. It's a lot of people in my family that don't do shit that I'm trying to do. Even if they successful in what they doing, they not successful enough to be the big person of the family to change all of our lives. Nobody is. So somebody has to be that person. And if I'm going to be the first out of my generation, out of my family to do that, y'all got to accept that the way I'm going is the way I have to do it. You won't change the next day, the next month, or the next year. Shit takes time. And if I'm so focused on trying to do something to benefit somebody else, I'm not taking the time out to focus on my life. And the longer that my life goes on, the longer that I'm taking to fix my life. Ain't nothing gonna just wash away. That ain't gonna wash away. It's just gonna get bigger. Your knowledge ain't gonna get bigger if you're not trying to go get none. You gotta take the time out to focus on this shit. And if ain't nobody around you doing this, all they wanna do is do that. Try to prove a point to make themselves feel like they the hugest victim. They just so down there like, then do something. You want me to do something with my life that I'm trying to do, that is working and showing me that I can change my life if I just keep giving the energy that it needs. What are you doing with your life? You're not doing anything to change it. You want me to do something with my life so I can help yours. What are you planning to do to change your life? That's what people gotta understand. So that's why I don't like people around me that's not somewhere I wanna be, so loud and telling me what I should be doing to get where they at. I'm not trying to get where you at. I'm not trying to be in debt. I'm not trying to be bankrupt. I'm not trying to be paying all these bills on stupid shit that I don't need to be spending stupid shit on. Like, it's a lot of stuff I'm not trying to do. Let's talk about generational curses. I feel like one generational curse that the black community have put on themselves that they don't understand the logic behind it is paying rent. Paying rent. I feel like that's the most pettiest shit in the world. Like, as somebody who is obligated, sometimes some people don't be obligated to take care of nobody too. Like my auntie, my grandma, they weren't obligated to take care of me. The only obligated person who's supposed to be doing that is my mother and my father. My mother wasn't in my life probably 98% of it. My daddy wasn't in my life 100% of it. So it's like those are the only two people who were obligated. They weren't in my life. So the people who are next up to that plate was my grandma, and my auntie just fell short of that. Like, she just fell into having to help with that. You gotta look at it as like, you really just trying to stop me from growing so you can keep maintaining a standstill life. You want me to not grow and progress in my life, my young life, so you can keep maintaining a standstill life. You're not growing, you're not losing shit, because all you're doing is getting from people to make sure you don't lose nothing, but you don't gain nothing, so you don't do shit, you just stand still. With me, I already have nothing. So with everything I do, I have nothing to lose, so I'm doing everything it takes to get something. Every time I get something, you want me to give it all to you, or mass majority of it to you, so you can be okay with your life. I feel like that's petty. Any parent that do that shit to your kids, you should be something. Something should be happening to you. I feel like that should be a crime. Like, if it's not no lease agreement to where, okay, it's a family building and you just gave your apartment to your daughter or something, it should not be no, well, I should be having to give you everything I work hard for. If your main goal is to raise me to be this person you think I should be in life, you want me to get to my next spot, and you want me to be somewhere where I have something of my own, allow me to do that. Stop trying to grab every single thing from me. I don't understand that. People want to complain about the shit that they put on their lives. I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you got kids and these people ain't asked to be here, these people ain't asked to live the life that you providing them, even if they weren't here, you would still be doing this for yourself. Literally, you'll still be doing this. You got a house, you got an apartment, you still gonna be doing that same bill payments on them bills and everything, okay? Even if you got this extra person in your house and you're getting an extra couple of $100 added onto a bill or something, okay, damn, okay, let them pay that extra $100 or $200 that they obviously using up. Like, okay, cool, do that, but don't try to make me pay half of all of your expenses, because that's not my expenses. That's not my priority. My priority is to get out of the situation. And if I keep using everything I get to put into this situation just to get out, it's gonna take me longer to get out of that. It's like a car note and the interest rate. The longer you pay on it, the more you feel me? It's just, that's how that shit is. And people that do that to kids, they be trying to think, oh yeah, I'm helping them learn responsibility. And I feel like the only way that makes sense, if you do that to your kids, if you got them paying rent, you saving every dollar they give you to give them back when they do hit 18, or when you do think they done saved up enough money to get out of your house, get out of your house and stop putting expenses on your life. That makes sense, because now you done showed them, okay, you done put this money into a high yield savings account. I done matched every dollar you gave me. Okay, you give me $500, I done put $500 in that bitch too. For 12 months or up to how many months that you gonna be in their house up until you leave. I feel like that's the only smart way that can go. If you save every dollar they give you to give back to them, to help them when they get out of your house. Because obviously they've been raised by somebody providing them stuff without giving them any knowledge how to do this. So when they get to the point where they supposed to be doing this themselves and they don't know how to do it because they never was taught this, you want to stop them from learning and keep them with you. by, oh, I'm gonna teach you how to do this. You give me, you give me this amount. That's how you supposed to do that. But it's not. You're not helping my credit score. That's not affecting anything but my pockets, and it's putting me more of a deeper hole because it's not going towards stuff that I could be helping myself with, investing into myself, making sure that all my incomes is incoming. So it's like it's taking away the time and the financial energy that I could be putting into myself, other than to keep giving it to this person. So I'm like, bro, if you're a person that do that, stop being that person. Break the generational curse first. Don't let your kids be the person who try to break the generational curse. And if you see them doing that, stop trying to prevent them from trying to break the generational curse, because you are an advocate of a person who wants the curse to continue. Stop doing that to your kids, please. I don't care if it's your niece, nephew, cousin, brother. Stop doing that to people. If you're gonna help out. Stop trying to take all the time. How are they gonna get out of your hair if you keep taking from them? Let them save what they can to get to where they get to, and let them learn the shit that you didn't know when you doing the shit you was doing. But that's where the time that they there, that should be your time to provide them the information they need to be able to withstand living on their own. Now I'm 25, I'm still trying to learn credit. I'm still trying to understand a lot of shit that I'm supposed to be taught at 15, 16. The decisions I made from 16 all the way to 22 is the reason why I'm here today. Lack of information made me do stupid decisions that now you feel me? Now I'm having to deal with them at an old age, at 25. People still say I'm young. I say I'm too old. I say this is the right time for me to, I say this is really the right time for me to attack everything I'm trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm letting God lead me, baby. God gonna get me to where I need to get to. And if you're not trying to allow God to do his job, I'm sure he gonna allow you to move to the side while he pull me through. I don't know. I can't speak for God, but I know how God works. I know how he is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no saint, but you feel me? He shows and humbles me through decisions that I make and stuff that I'm trying to do. Like he teaches me that. So that gives me the knowledge that I need to provide to somebody who's in need of information that they don't have or get it from nobody around them. Like, yeah, man, that's just what I want to talk about. I probably didn't get to talk about everything that I wanted to talk about the way I wanted to talk about it, but that's probably another story time or another situation for another video. If you like that video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you tap that notification bell so you can know next time we doing the story time, and anytime we talking, kicking shit, just popping, you know what I mean? You know, I don't know what video this is going, I don't know what channel this video gonna go on. I think I might put it on my main channel. So if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. If you wanna go to my second channel, I'm gonna drop a link in the description below so you can go ahead and join that family. There's gonna be a lot of behind the scenes work and all that other shit, you know, making a song, shit like that. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, man, that's living with parents after 18, man. Just lock in with yourself, bro. Put God first, keep going, and stay away from all negativity. Like, pray every night, every morning. You're gonna be all right. I'm trying to tell you, God got you. On that note, that's it for this video. I'm gonna get over to y'all the next one.